Tonight's match in the USL Championship is brought to you by Modelo. And it's week 20 in the USL Championship, back at home in the Valley of the Sun. Phoenix Rising playing host to Western Conference foe Monterey Bay FC. Two teams trying to get back on the right track in the Western Conference. I want to welcome you high atop the pitch here at 38th and Washington, Killian McClatchy, and my good friend back from his World Cup adventure, the real star of the World Cup, Joe Lowry. Joe, it's great to have you back. We'll talk plenty about the World Cup tonight, don't worry. Okay. But we got a good match here tonight behind us. Two teams really trying to find their form as we get into the second half of the season.
Yeah, first off, checks in the mail for that comment. It's going to be a nice one. These are two teams that have their eyes set on the playoff line, right? Both below the line right now. Phoenix Rising trying to inch their way up. Monterey Bay the same. Two teams also in a little bit of a different form, where Monterey have found some success of late. Phoenix Rising still searching.
Yeah, they really are searching. We're going to start off with our Circle K players to watch. First for this home team in Phoenix Rising, it's the midfielder Diego Gomez. You've watched some film, Joe. You're back in the swing of things. You've liked what you've seen from Diego over the last few weeks.
Yeah, even through all the structural changes for Phoenix Rising, whether that's been a 4-4-2 shape or a 3-5-2, more of a 4-3-3, Gomez, whether he's been playing on the left or on the right or through the middle, has been a shining light through all of that. His consistency on the ball, his ability, of course, to provide just that little bit of threat in the final third as well with those goal contributions. He has been steady for Phoenix, and they've needed that.
Over on the other side for this Monterey Bay team, they struggled right out of the gate trying to find something. They're still looking for their first win on the road, but the man Sebastian Leggett, he's going to be one of the ones to help drive them forward.
Yeah, one of the most experienced players in all of the USL Championship, the former LA Galaxy, West Ham, FC Dallas man, of course, those appearances with the U.S. men's national team. Leggett brings quality on the ball, and that's really fitting with what Monterey Bay want to be under this new regime. They want to be able to control games. Also, though, keep an eye on his ability to collect second balls tonight. If Monterey Bay have to go long over that Phoenix press, Leggett will bring calm and creativity to this midfield.
A lot on the line tonight. 3 points that would be huge for both sides as we get ready to rock and roll. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have starting lineups, kickoff, and everything else ahead for you here on CBS Sports Galazzo. It's Phoenix Rising, Monterey Bay, coming up next.
The USL on CBS is presented by Best Western Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel partner of the United Soccer League.
Her team might be losing, but she's feeling like a winner.
Let's win it, let's win it!
In fact, she's feeling so good, people are asking,
what's her deal?
What's her deal? She went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each. And 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones. Get that more for your money feeling, only at Metro.
When you trust your heart to Abrazo Health, you're choosing a team who have dedicated their lives helping to save yours.
You're choosing physicians, medical assistants, and providers who commit their lives to understanding every connection and hearing the whole person.
We are here for every heartbeat, from preventative diagnostic testing
to performing complex, life-saving heart surgeries.
We believe heart care is more than just treatment. It's a journey we take together.
Are you okay? You seem upset. Turns out you were right. Our car was breaking down and we did need a new one with a loan from America First Credit Union. Me saying there was no hurry and to wait was wrong. Hey, on the bright side, we got to meet Huey.
Get your money working with our low-rate auto loans. Now, with no payments for 90 days.
You're looking at Carvana's newest and proudest customer. So proud that we're teaming up to create Shackbana.
We are? We are.
Shackbana will be 100% online so customers can shop from anywhere.
That's so Shackbana.
About time you caught up. On Shackbana.com, customers can shop tens of thousands of vehicles.
Love it.
And they'll get 7 days to love their ride or their money back. Visit Shackbana or Carvana and buy your car today.
Back in Phoenix, almost ready to roll. 90 minutes going up on the clock as the two sides have made their way out. The anthem's been sung, and Phoenix Rising and Monterey Bay are almost ready to go. We're going to give you the starting lineups for these two sides as we get ready to go on a lovely Saturday night in Phoenix. Had some rain earlier today, pulled the temperature down, and it's turned into a beautiful night for some soccer. Let's start off with the starting 11. First, from the visiting side for Monterey Bay, and this is the 11 that the new head coach, Alex Cavello, took over just a little bit ago during the season. He's tried to turn this team around, and this is the 11 he sends.
Yeah, we highlighted Sebastian Lletget, number 88, in the open. This former MLS, former Premier League playmaker, he's going to provide some real quality to this team, though keep an eye on the outside backs. Elliott and Glasgow, their ability to get forward, providing a ton of quality in the final third. These are two players for Alex Cavello that are going to try to get high, that are going to get wide and forward, and that's going to give Phoenix maybe opportunities going the other way.
Over on the other side, the 11 for Pamadou Ka, trying to find a good run of form. 6 straight winless so far for this Phoenix Rising team in all competitions. A little bit of a mix-up going to the 2 strikers up top tonight.
Yeah, it's been a look that we've seen from Pamadou Ka just recently in USL play. There's been some shape-shifting, some soul-searching for Phoenix Rising. It's not just the 11, though, that has quality for Phoenix tonight. It's also the bench. Really the first time all season long, Killian, that Pamadou Ka has had a full option to go to on the bench to be able to make changes when you look at these more advanced, mature veteran players that are actually available to him.
Yeah, one of the big names on that bench, the newest signing officially becoming official this Thursday. Conrad Ambersley, the young man from England, spoke to Pamadou Ka earlier tonight. Expect to see him potentially at some point tonight for his debut in a Rising kit. We are officially underway and ready to roll. Match day number 20. The referee, Katja Koroleva, has us off and going in Phoenix for another night of some USL Championship soccer. Jet, with one of his first touches, will press it forward. Anis Saidi runs in behind, and the flag will go up for offside, as we'll bring you officially now. With him back, it's Lowry's Lowdown, presented by Peoria Nissan. Joe, I know you've been waiting for about a month for this. What have you got?
Oh, the moment, the anticipation, almost too much to bear. When you look at these two teams for Phoenix, I think there's real importance tonight behind them staying focused on defensive set pieces. This is a Monterey Bay team with real size. They're 4th this year in Monterey Bay in expected goals from set pieces on the season. Think about Anis Saidi. We just saw him trying to make that run in behind. His height, the spine behind him has big bodies in it as well. So staying composed and focused in those defensive moments for Phoenix is going to be key. And then for Monterey Bay, it's about keeping composure when Phoenix go and press. We know this is a Rising team that want to go man-to-man. That's become a real part of the identity for Pamadou Ka's team. Can you stay composed? Now, that doesn't always mean going and playing out of the back and building between the lines, although Alex Cavello's team has done plenty of that since he's taken over earlier this season. It could also mean going long and going more direct, but picking those moments, looking for the first ball and looking for those second balls, that's going to be crucial for Monterey Bay tonight.
Trying to get sorted out where the ball's supposed to be starting from. This resumption of play. Monterey Bay, the white kits, the light blue patterns through the white shorts, Rising with the all black as our Studenhoff goes sprinting full speed towards the defender Farnsworth. Ball played long over the top. Potmar Boy calmly clears it away. Anis Saidi, the young Tunisian international, he's someone that you're really high on, Joe. Excited to watch him up top tonight.
Yeah, really promising young player on loan from San Diego FC. Jacob Jackson also in goal for Monterey Bay, on loan from San Diego as well. These are players that have real quality, and there's a reason why San Diego, one of the brightest outfits in Major League Soccer, even despite some challenges this season, have brought those players in. Saidi is going to be the outlet tonight for Monterey Bay. We've already seen now 2 battles between him and Potmar Boy. We're going to see a lot of that. Thinking about this game, talking about it with Alex Cavello earlier this week, knowing that Phoenix want to press, an option for Monterey Bay that is to go long. Expect Saidi to be trying to make those darting runs in behind and also to try to hold up play. It's going to be on Potmar Boy to shut that down.
Lovely bit of 1-2 play from Hope Aveyevu and Isan Sako. Sako weaving his way in. Sako left-footed shot, what a save! The second shot headed up and around, and coming sprinting out is Jacob Jackson. Called to action early tonight in a huge save.
Oh, how good was that from Isan Sako coming in on that right side? So effective and quick. Phoenix Rising's leading goal scorer gets inside of Amari Glasgow. Cuts in on that left foot. The weaker foot there from Isan Sako still. Test Jacob Jackson early.
The championship's mid-season player of the year, Isan Sako, announced a few weeks ago, and a lovely touch from Sako. Sako hesitates, loses defender. Sako chips in towards the back post, and Gunnar goes too tall.
yet another chance for Phoenix Rising. Isan Sako one more time on that right wing for Phoenix, looking at home. The Frenchman shows so much patience there to wait, not to rush it. Looking for a shot on goal himself, but sees Gunnar Studenoff. You see the cut back there, and just a little clip ball to Studenoff on the weak side, and it's lofted over the bar. From one of the Phoenix Rising strikers tonight. Gunnar's going to want more there. Still really promising start here from Phoenix.
With that one, you almost wish Gunnar just aggressive, go right down and through that ball. Jackson takes it quickly, flips it towards Elliott, but it was out, and it will be a throw into Phoenix.
Well, killing those types of moments from Isan Sako, those moments where he's not just scorer, but he's provider. Think about the personnel in this 11. Hope Avievo on the opposite side is not a traditional winger, right? He's wearing the number 10. I think he's most at home in possession in central areas. Isan Sako really is the only true winger, and even that might be a bit of a stretch given how much he's played as a 9 this year. If he can provide that 1v1 dynamism on the dribble and create separation for himself without someone like Damian Rivera in the lineup with Kelvin Arase on the bench, that's going to be huge.
Sako, he was so good last year at distributing. 7 goals a year ago, 9 already this season. He had 6 assists as well. And another ball to Sako. Sako cuts it back inside. Sako looking for the extra pass to Baji. That might be one that Isan Sako wishes that he'd just taken the shot himself.
When you think about this matchup between Amari Glasgow, the loanee from Chicago Fire, someone who's played throughout most of his career as a more attacking option, or at least when he's played as a fullback, he's played on the right side for Chicago. As we get a look at Pamadou Ka there, Pamadou Ka's got to be liking this 1v1 that he's found with Isan Sako against Glasgow. I think if you're Alex Covello on this Monterey Bay side, you're very much thinking about how can we provide a little more cover on the left side of our defense.
For the long throw in, Biasi feeds it in towards Boy, who heads it into the middle. Jackson leaps up calmly, thinks about going quickly, and I'll wait just a moment. An impressive opening 5 minutes from Isan Sako. Mentioned named the midseason player of the year. He's been at the top of the race for the Golden Boot as a ball in behind. Saidi gets past Potmar Boy, but JP Skierce comes across to help clean it up. Baji going to turn, lots of space in the midfield, pressing forward. Gunnar in front of him, looking to make a run. He's got Avievu to his left. Here comes Flores. Going to lay one off for Flores. Back for Avievu. One touch, settle down Diego Gomez. It's been all rising in the opening few minutes so far tonight. Skierce. As Monterey Bay settles back in, and as we have a quick second, Spooner availability report. There's only one man out for Monterey Bay tonight, the leading goal scorer, Alex Bidwell. Only man down for Monterey Bay in a very short list. I'm sure much to the joy of Pamadou Ka, Shihus Carvajal, and Damian Rivera unavailable tonight. That is your Spooner availability report.
Yeah, huge for Phoenix to have as many numbers back as they do. It's still not the full squad. Like you mentioned, Damian Rivera coming up with yet another little knock for as dangerous as he's been on the field in his recent appearances. He will be missed tonight, but we are seeing a different dynamic than on this left side with Flores and Avievu.
Sako, good find for Avievu, who keeps it in. Avievu tries to center it for Morsu. Didn't react quick enough. As Rakovsky comes all the way out, taps it back to the captain, Potmar Boy. Boy over for Luke Biasi. Biasi, good little 1-2 from Avievu to find him. Biasi, little tug, arms in the air, and he gets shoved to the ground. And there is going to be a foul. See if anything else comes of that. It was an aggressive little shove there from Kevin Naja.
Yeah, and Biasi does really well to ride that challenge all the way into midfield. Playing right back tonight, Luke Biasi. Not the first time we've seen that all year, but it is the first time that we've seen him and Danny Flores start together in this Phoenix Rising back line.
Long shot from Sako as Jackson parried it away. It really looked like everybody was ready to go, as Jackson has to get it out to Elliott, who's pestered by Baji. Baji shields him off, takes the ball away all by himself. Over for Gomez at the edge. Gomez, now Avievu. Avievu, curling shot, deflected off the post. Another great opportunity for the hosts. And a deep sigh of relief from Monterey Bay, and that was very nearly an own goal.
Well, it almost looked like, Killian, that the initial strike from Avievu was going wide, and then the touch from Zachary Farnsworth pinged it off the post, certainly made it closer to sneaking past Jacob Jackson. Phoenix continuing to search.
Colin Morsu is a pretty easy one. Aggressively up through the air and through Nick Ross. He's back up on his feet.
Well, and here's a moment, Killian, where Monterey Bay can actually settle, right? Can control a little bit of the ball. This is a team that under Alex Cavello, since he was hired at the end of April, has become a really possessive, retentive team. They're comfortable keeping possession. They want to go and take some of the sting out of the game, and they need that right now against Phoenix, who've been rearing to go.
Phoenix has come out chomping at the bit. Unable to find anything as a ball over the top for Leggett. Skierce in a foot race. Skierce going to try and shoulder off. He gets taken down from behind as Leggett a step too slow, and it'll be Rakowski to set things up. Do a little turf repair before he does that. Skierce, a heady play from the midfielder, turned into a center back over the last few months.
And this is an interesting look off of the bit of build-up here for Phoenix. Hope Avievu's drifted all the way inside, and he's dragged Quinton Elliott, the right back, all the way inside with him. Monterey Bay showing a willingness to be man-oriented as well. They've done that as well since Cavello's come in. Former San Jose Earthquakes interim, trying to change some of how this team plays, and Phoenix maybe looking for some ways to exploit that and create gaps in the defensive structure.
A poor pass from Morsu, intercepted in Monterey Bay. Back to the feet of Leggett. Visitors trying to do anything, just settle it down for a moment as Leggett and Saidi run into each other. Gomez takes it away, and Phoenix back in possession. Boy holding the ball at his feet, looking for somewhere to go. Biasi, now Morsu. Fans would remind you, tune to the CBS Sports Network on Wednesday, July 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern for a Western Conference Championship showdown as surging Lexington FC face the battle-tested Oakland Roots SC in an on-field tussle for valuable points. Catch all the action on the CBS Sports Network, July 22nd.
And it's Diego Gomez who takes the hard contact there from Nick Ross. In central midfield, Gomez has been so sharp regardless of where he's been deployed. In recent weeks for Phoenix, we've seen him on the left wing against AV Alta. We've seen him at right wing back against Colorado Springs. Certainly at his best when he can get touches on the ball in a double pivot in midfield. That's exactly the role that he's in tonight.
Gomez back on his feet. Moving around well. Good first season in the club. 2 goals and an assist for Gomez. He's certainly one of those players that the numbers aren't going to jump off the page, and that's not necessarily what he's most valuable for.
Yeah, very much a connective player, someone who can do a little bit of everything, and I think that's why he's so important. Deep in the midfield, he's controlled under pressure. He's able to go and progress play with clever combination, and he can give you that twist of goal threat in the final third as well.
Gordon swings that one over for Ross, and now Elliott. Touch, a shove from behind. Skierce a little too aggressive. Through Leggett. Look at this Monterey Bay side. We mentioned coming in, still looking for their first win on the road season, but things have really turned around. The season started off, they started 0-7-2. Couldn't really get anything going. They made the change. Alex Cavello came in, took over, shifted some things around. They brought in some signings, some new faces, some new names, and things have certainly turned around. Since May 23rd, they're 4-1-1. Starting to score some more goals. letting in fewer during that stretch to start the year. They're outscored 18-5 and have really turned it around since that May 23rd victory.
Yeah, I love you mentioned the personnel, Killian, the changes that this team is trying to make on the field. There's tactical changes as well coming from Cavello and the coaching change, but also the addition of some of these key players. Haven't even talked yet tonight about Fidel Barajas on the bench, recently acquired on loan.
Baji goes in a little too strong and takes down Gordon as the two were battling for the ball at the edge of the 18. Phoenix still continue to hold most of the momentum so far tonight. Monterey Bay bending a little bit, but have not broken.
Yeah, and that's okay for this Monterey Bay team. They've made, looks like, some adjustments here in terms of how they've been approaching this game defensively, trying not to overextend themselves. As we catch the replay here of Phoenix as they pushed high up the field. Don Baji is certainly bringing a real physicality tonight. There was just a moment ago, Cavello talking with Quinton Elliott, the right back on this near side. Imagine that's a bit about his defensive positioning and how to sort out the off-ball movement from Phoenix Rising.
I think it doesn't really surprise us. Obviously, we've seen a lot of this Rising team and a lot of Hope Aveyevu. It was a long ball. Elliott looks like he's going to win that race. Sliding tackle. Flores gets a foot to it and it will go out. It'll be the first corner of the night for Monterey Bay. A long run from Flores battling with Elliott. We'll set up for the first Carvana corner kick of the night.
And seeing that level of defensive attention from Danny Flores there as he deals with a quick attack-minded Quinton Elliott. It's a really good sign for Phoenix. Flores, a player that struggled with a lot of injuries since he showed up in the Valley of the Sun. If he can bring that defensive work, it's going to be crucial for Rising.
Leggett swings this one in wide in the middle. Leaping up was Farnsworth, couldn't get ahead to it. Possession will remain with the visitors. Play back out, looking for somewhere to go. Sent in, cleared away. Opportunity now. Ball placed forward, actually thrown right off the back of Farnsworth, who's in the right place at the right time. It was Skiers who tried to get rid of it, and Gunnar a little too aggressive. And there's the foul. Monterey Bay goes quickly. Leggett crossed in, deflected off the foot of Boyle. It'll be another corner.
These are moments, Killian, when Monterey Bay can really threaten. Mentioned it earlier in the half, they're fourth in expected goals on set pieces so far this season. They can really threaten in these dead ball situations. The size they have between Saidi and Naja, Nico Gordon. I mean, the list goes on for this team with the targets they have inside the 18 on dead ball moments just like this one.
Saidi right at the edge of the 6. This one curled in towards the front post. First head to it, JP Skiers. Aveyevu has to wait up. He gets twisted down around and right to the pocket. It is a yellow card, first one of the night. An easy yellow card at the 16th minute for Monterey Bay.
Yeah, it's two for Kevin Naja, the first foul on Luke Biasi. Not too long ago as Biasi was driving into midfield, and now for this one, slowing down that attack for Phoenix. Changes the calculus a little bit for how Naja can now approach this game defensively, given that Monterey Bay have been on the back foot.
One of those ones that potential breakaway opportunity. Numbers forward for Rising. This will just squash it before it even gets a chance. Take the yellow card and move on. Skiers all over the top looking for Flores. Can he get to it? And he cannot as it skids out and will be a goal kick. Jackson, a couple players went to try and get some water, and the referee, Katja Korleva, said, no, let's go. So Alex Cavello shouting instructions to his side. Monterey Bay gets it back going. Remind you, watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN. It's the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Lexington SC take on Oatland Roots SC on Wednesday, July 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Farnsworth slips a little bit, tries to put that ball long over the top, foot race, and Biasi, the man that wins it. Boy towards the middle, Morsu. Approach 20 minutes played tonight. Monterey Bay absorbed the first few punches thrown from Phoenix Rising. Couldn't find the back of the net. They've settled in nicely in the last 10 or so minutes. Aveyevu trying to fight for the ball and ends up, it's going to be a foul on Aveyevu as he was tied up with Ryuga Nakamura.
And I want that one back. Hope Aveyevu drifting inside yet again, wants to help Phoenix overload those central areas along with Jean-Eric Morsu and Diego Gomez. Those three can combine. Each of them, they comfortable playing off of each other. Aveyevu keeps drifting inside, but there the touch lets him down and then gets into the scrap immediately afterwards.
It's back going, and now it looks like there's a foul away from the ball as Skierce is down holding his face, and Patrick Rakowski is not pleased about whatever went down. Skierce is down. Rakowski very animated. Let's take a look at the right side of the screen.
Yeah, you see the right arm there from Leggett. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot in there. Two of them going back and forth a little bit. Skierce batting the arm away. Comes back in one more time. And no real hard feelings there between Leggett and Gomez, of course, on behalf of his teammate JP Skierce.
I think that's one that's the two guys will kind of smile about it, like, yeah, you know, he tried.
Yep.
Back underway. Farnsworth. Swing over and out of the center. Leggett comes back to get it. Played back for Gordon. Over for Elliott. Elliott tries to cut inside. Dragon Flores with him, swinging all the way. Naja. Kevin Naja. As Biasi sticks a foot in, unable to take the ball away. Naja crossed in, looking for the back post, and nobody's there to receive it. Rakowski will go scoop up one for a goal kick.
And again, here's a moment for Phoenix to try to play through the high pressing that Cavello's Monterey Bay team has shown since he took over at the end of April. They want to be forward-thinking. They want to be man-oriented. Rising aspire to be a team that can build through this sort of pressure and go and create chances at the other direction.
This is one of those matches where, stylistically, is a ball set down. Gunnar fighting around. Gunnar gets away. Gunnar one-on-one with Jackson. Gunnar, too wide.
And there's Gunnar Studenhoff using his strength like no other player in the USL Championship can. Out-muscles Farnsworth, gets him turned, drives at Jacob Jackson and just hooks it wide with that left foot. It's a familiar story for Studenhoff this season, certainly something that he is continuing to grow in. So that chip on the road in Colorado Springs, maybe his best goal as a professional, one that shows his ability to finish off sequences like that, but the consistency still lacks.
Gunnar, the man from the Cayman Islands, 2 goals and an assist this season. As Baji goes up, it's hard, but pops right back up quickly. But that has been the thing with Gunnar Studenhoff, the athleticism, the sheer physical ability and the physical greatness that he has, and he just hasn't been able to put together the finishing that you would like to see.
Well, it's almost a player that ends up in the spotlight a little bit more than most players on the field because he creates opportunities for himself, right? I mean, you're looking at a player in Dom Baji, a longtime MLS striker, a veteran of the American soccer landscape, someone who brings a lot of quality and leadership to this team. With respect to Dom Baji, at any age, he doesn't create that opportunity for himself, right? Like Gunnar Studenhoff's ability to manufacture chances that for almost every other striker on this continent don't come to anything means that then he has the reps to work on those finishing moments, and there is still some improvement there that's needed, as I'm sure he would tell you.
Baji tries to get around his man. A little bit of a slip from Gordon. Turf is a little wet. He did get most of the rain as Gunnar comes flying in. Jackson. Bit of a poor first touch from the keeper. He popped it up to himself and just got it away in time.
I had to say to make this comparison, but there is something Erling Haaland-esque about how Gunnar Studenhof closes down goalkeepers. I think there's a chance that Studenhof is even more powerful with his first step and explosive ability. But you see that same fear in the eyes of opposing goalkeepers when Gunnar Studenhof is closing them down. A real asset in the press in those specific moments.
I was able to try and build up. We were saying before that last chance from Studenhof, it's a bit of one of these matches where these two teams, it's kind of like looking back at a mirror. Both teams they want to play that high press. They want to be that man-oriented defending. And it's interesting to see what's going to happen when the two run into each other trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, and we've already seen some changes from how Monterey Bay are defending in the press. Quentin Elliott not being allowed to drag so far inside. They've changed the handoff moments for Monterey Bay. When Hope Avevu shifts inside, it's not always the fullback who has to follow him. I think that's giving this visiting side a little bit more stability in the back in the press.
Beautiful find, Sacco. If the flag stays down, he goes down inside the box. Nothing there. Arms raised all around, both in the stands and in the dugout, as Sacco thought he might have earned himself another penalty chance. A beautiful find from Hope Avevu.
That's exactly what is in the 11 for Hope Avevu, is that moment. There's just not a lot of contact there from Isan Sacco, who's done plenty well this year to draw penalties. Just really isn't much in that from Farnsworth at all. And Sacco tries to draw something there. Koroleva, I think, gets it exactly right.
And a pause as Jackson is down, the keeper reaching down for his right leg. As JP Skeers trying to have a conversation with the head referee as she's walking back towards Jackson to check on him. This is a rising team. They lead the league in penalties awarded coming into this game. Helping Jackson up now. Jacob Jackson, you mentioned, young San Diego native on loan from San Diego FC. He stepped in, been that regular starter since May 30th, especially in the championship. He's back up getting a talking to. He allowed 4 goals since he's taken over in those last 5 matches. And everybody getting called back from the benches. Moment for both sides to get a few words in and figure out if they want to change things up.
I think for Phoenix, the messaging is continue with what's been the status quo so far in this first half. Rising dictating so much of the game with the ball. They've had success when they've been patient in possession. They've also been able to get the 2 strikers into the game a little bit. Again, the dual striker setup is not one that Phoenix have used hardly at all this year. We've seen it a little bit more in recent weeks. But Studenhof with his ability to run in behind, and Baji with his hold-up play. Been some promising moments with those two as well.
Rising fans, it's backed by popular demand, and for only $20 a ticket, purchase your Modelo Night Out to any Rising game this season. Get 1 supporter's ticket, 1 16-ounce Modelo, and now 1 Modelo boot. Buy your Modelo Night Out tickets today at phxrisingfc.com. Get your Modelo Night Out tickets. Potentially pair that with a $1 beer night like it is tonight.
Got a party on your hands.
Goodness gracious. Plenty of boots in the stands at 38th and Washington tonight. We've already seen a lot.
They look good as well. They look good. I've got a little envy from up here in the booth.
Jackson with a touch over to Farnsworth. Farnsworth, the leading man in minutes this season. There for every match so far for this Monterey Bay side. Nakamura swung over. Leggett. Jet back over to Nakamura. Naja dispossessed. Opportunity if Gomez can get there, and he's unable to. Nicely done. Good footwork by Ross. Thread a ball in between the defenders. Biasi decides to take it from one side of the 18 all the way to the near. Flores stops, and we'll get it back to Biasi. Half an hour played almost here in Phoenix. Killian McClatchy, Joe Lowry. Thanks for spending some of your Saturday night here with us on the CBS Sports Golazo Network. See if you've come down from the absolute thriller that was the World Cup third place game today.
NBA All-Star game of the World Cup. 10 goals. Defending optional. Great spectacle as well.
I mean, hey, I think that's what you want for a third place game. Get two teams that say, you know what? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, both teams really acknowledged they didn't want to be there. Saw a bit of that, but also could have fooled me.
Misplay opportunity now. Chance for Phoenix. Badji, right-footed shot. Dom Badji has his first goal in a rising kit, and it's 1-0 to the hosts.
We talked, Killian, about the threat with the Phoenix Rising front two pose to Monterey Bay. Dom Badji, the veteran, bringing leadership, but not just that to this Rising team. Also, some end product. Does so well with his movement off the ball. And it's cool, calm, and collected from there. The ball from Jean-Eric Morceau, misplayed by Omari Glasgow, who struggled so far tonight. And Badji slides in that finish with the right foot. And the hosts find themselves up 1-0.
Calm, cool, and collected from the Senegal native. Then in from DC United, 10 years of MLS experience, and he has his first in front of the Phoenix faithful. As Dom Badji breaks the seal a half an hour in, and that is another goal for Phoenix Rising and another $100 America First Credit Union being donated to a local charity through Rising's Goals for Good program. Badji immediately pesters Farnsworth, and it'll be a throw to Phoenix. That is one of the things, Dominic Badji, since he came in, he's a little bit of a knock here and there, been trying to get him fully healthy, back into the 11 and ready to go. And that is why you bring in Dom Badji.
Yeah, very much so. Badji spoke earlier this week, talked about how he's been trying to bring leadership to this team, but it clearly isn't just that. Rising have had some injury issues at the number 9 this year. We talked about Juan Carvajal, his status on the availability report earlier on tonight. Brought in really to be the starting striker, a really promising young Colombian 9. Hopefully we'll get to see some of him yet in Phoenix Rising colors. But Badji brings something different. He brings that hold-up playability. See his channel running there as well. Sure, it's a bit fortunate that the ball trickles into him at all. But then to have the composure to fire that strike past Jacob Jackson, it's really nice work from the Phoenix Rising 9.
Boyd takes it. Good touch, sends it towards the middle. Aveyevu tries to send one as Sacco goes flying in. Can't get the header back in time, and Monterey Bay will throw quickly. Can't be said enough on that Rising goal from Badji. The pass from Morceau as well. Leggett takes it down to the corner to Leggett. Nakamura back to Leggett. His head up. Almost lost the ball out of touch. Back to Nakamura. Swung to the center. Farnsworth chests it down. Sacco pesters him. He has to get it off of his feet. Glasgow. Warren Glasgow back to the center. Ross. Ross overlapping, finds Naja. Naja. Glasgow. Glasgow peels it out. Elliott. We get at the edge of the 18. Two defenders in front of him. Sends it back out for Nakamura. Rising doing a nice job defensively. As Monterey Bay looking for somewhere to go. Flag is up. Leggett offside. And that is that attack.
That's good defensive discipline from Phoenix Rising. Being okay with sitting back in that block. Absorbing a little bit of pressure. Not overextending themselves to go and break forward out of the block, but to be patient. Eventually win that ball.
This is a rising team. Mentioned coming into tonight, struggling. Poor run of form in league play. 6 in all competitions, winless. Looking for their 100th win in club history at home tonight as well. And at least through the first half hour, they're in a good position to try and pick up that 100th victory. Jet comes back to get it. Now Elliott. Farnsworth. Back for Nico Gordon. Farnsworth, Nakamura. Naja. Presses ahead. Kevin Naja into the middle. Tries to sneak one through. Not sure who that caught, if it was a rising defender or if it was the referee. As now Elliott has it. Nakamura swung over to the far side. Glasgow working on Biasi. This is where we've really seen the growth from Monterey Bay over the last 2 or so months. Comfortable in these positions, building up, waiting for their chance.
Yeah, 4th now in the USL Championship since the coaching change in total passes. A team that really is happy to keep the ball. They're 2nd so far since April 29th in terms of passes, and their own 3rd as well, only behind New Mexico United. And we know just how possession-oriented that Dennis Sanchez team wants to be. I think there is still, though, a bit of soul-searching for Monterey Bay to do. You think about the change of personnel. Quinton Elliott on this near side, a much different player than Joel Garcia Jr., who's often been playing as an outside back that really becomes a 3rd center back in possession, gives them more of a stable foundation to build. Elliott is more of a vertical player. And so we are seeing now this Monterey Bay side look for exactly what their best personnel grouping is, and then also how that informs their tactical approach.
Quickly tossed in. Gomez comes over, gets a touch to it. Avievu with some space. Lovely bit of play from Hope Avievu. Lots of space for Sacco. Sacco trying to get around Glasgow. Sacco hesitates. Going to stop. Now back to the goal. Isan Sacco getting fancy with the footwork. Sacco has it poked away, and it will remain with Phoenix.
That was better from Omari Glasgow just a moment ago. Looked like initially he was caught a little too narrow, too close to the center back in Zach Farnsworth. And that created the opportunity for Sacco to receive on the right side.
Morsu just tried to send that one to the box, as Gunnar was the only man there. Now Gunnar a little too aggressive. Coming back, and it will be a foul, and deciding to go quickly is Monterey Bay. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. You can visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Glasgow cutting inside, sends one out Naja. Naja with some space, tries to cross it, let the ball go through, and sliding in. Flores in the right place at the right time, and now a foul and a free kick, but the first real bit of danger for Monterey Bay. And Phoenix did nicely to send it out.
On that left side for Monterey Bay has been a little bit of a double-edged sword. We've seen how much joy Phoenix Rising has had tacking down that wing. But you also see just the attacking verve that Glasgow and Naja bring down that left. A lot of speed, a lot of quickness, some real attacking creativity coming down that flank.
Jet will go quickly. Swung over to Leggett. Leggett tries to cut in. Good poke away from Flores. They win the ball. Now it's going to be a foot race. Can Gunnar get to it? Yes, indeed he can. Gunnar Studenhoff now fighting for the ball. Gets away. Gunnar. Sacco wants the ball. Hands down at his feet. Doesn't get it. Gomez takes a few touches. Curls one in. Long run for Morsu. Morsu tries to cross towards the back post. Sacco finally has it. Dribbles it a few times. Now Gomez back for Sacco. Isan Sacco is running down the pitch with Gunnar Studenhoff, almost like Ted Lasso. Give me the ball.
A frustrating moment there from Phoenix. Studenhoff had a couple options there in a numbers up situation. bearing down on goal, but opts to just keep it a little too low, maybe waiting for something to open up even further or looking for the opportunity himself. Sacco couldn't quite believe that ball never showed.
Morsu trying to chip through for Sacco, and a step behind and a pass a bit too far. Boy comes flying through to win that header, but too tall. Yet takes it, twirls around, takes a little bit of a shove, and much to the chagrin of Dambaji.
No lack of physicality from Dambaji tonight. It's popping up in some of these silly moments where the contact is maybe not quite needed. You see the extension of the arm there on Leggett. Simple call there from the referee. But I will say, Killian, it's also giving Phoenix some energy in the press. We've seen a couple of different moments tonight where Baji is trying to go and lead the line and urging his teammates to go and advance with him. No shortage of these off-ball runs defensively from the veteran.
Back in Gordon. 1-0. Thanks to Dambaji's first goal in a Rising uniform. The half-hour mark. Naja tries to get behind Boy. Boy tied up with him. Naja still fighting. Popmar Boy wins that battle. Biasi tries to clear it away. Headed back in towards goal. Ball sent towards the center, and Gomez comes in to clear it away. Rakowski, a bit of a misplay from the keeper.
A little late off his line there, Patrick Rakowski. Give Monterey Bay some daylight.
Right back to it, Monterey Bay looking to try and find the equalizer before we head into the halftime break. On the out will be another Carvana corner kick. Third one of the night for the visitors. Score big when you sell your car. Go to Carvana.com and get a real offer in just seconds. Jet waiting, and now gaggle of bodies, everybody pushing and shoving. There's bodies on the ground. Whistles blowing, pushing, shoving. Words to be said all around.
We're close to tussling right up here, folks. The energy is palpable.
It has been a month since I've seen Joe, so.
You got a paper chain to count down a reunion? Don't lie to people.
It's been like an advent calendar.
There it is.
This one sent in towards the box. Back post, headed down to the center of goal. Put into the back of the net. There's bodies everywhere. The goal counts, and it's 1-1. It's Saidi in the right place at the right time.
And Monterey Bay, even as they've struggled this season in the Western Conference, coming into tonight, the bottom of the standings, they have been dangerous in these dead ball moments. Their size, you see it from the youngster Saidi, benefiting yet again. It's Nakamura with the knockdown after the service from Naja. And it's the teenager on loan from San Diego FC, Saidi. Throws himself at the ball and beats Patrick Rakowski to it. And it's 1-1.
The youngster has his first goal since coming in for Monterey Bay. And it's right before the half, a big moment for the visitors.
Oh, Killian, what did we talk about early in this half? The importance of Phoenix Rising being attentive in those defensive set-piece moments. It's been there in the tape. Certainly would have been something emphasized by the coaching staff coming into this match. Whether it was Elijah Paul starting up top or now Anis Saidi. There's a big body line leading number 9, and there's other support staff behind him in the spine that can bring real physicality as well. And we see all of that leading to the best chance of the day for the visitors, and it's 1-1 as a result.
Boy sends it for Flores. And taken away now, an errant tackle and right to the pocket. Flores will get a yellow for that challenge. It's an easy yellow card.
And now a yellow on both sides of this game. It's not what Danny Flores wants to see, getting to play in his best position tonight on the left side of the back four. a player who spent a lot of last season after he joined Phoenix Rising out injured, missed a big chunk of this season as a result, talked about when he was away from the game, the thing he wanted to improve is his defensive work, knowing exactly how to space himself compared to the opposing attacker, when to step, when to drop. I think that is still a bit of his game that he'd like to work on. We saw it rearing up there.
Sue sends that one all the way back to Rakowski. Joe, we've talked this season all about it. Seems like it's those little moments where Phoenix Rising, can they get through the last few minutes of the half? Can they start fast enough? And again, it rears its ugly head here tonight in the last 5 minutes of this first half. A chance still, though, to answer. Gunnar turns, unable to get a foot back to the ball, and it's cleared away.
I think you're right on, Killian. The margins have been thin for Rising this year, right? And that's true for a lot of the Western Conference, but it certainly applies to Phoenix. You can look at those individual moments, the mistakes, the set-piece issues.
Good bit of play. Baji tries to cross one in, went right off the head. I think it was Leggett who was standing in front. Morsu trying to recycle the ball back in as Avievu takes a shove from behind, but stays strong. Try to chip over the top. Gunnar not there. Ball settled down. Twisting. Bodies running everywhere. Leggett. Tight space. Finally cleared away.
You can look at those individual mistakes for Phoenix to pick up on that. Or you can look at the broader picture where you think about, well, the margins have been thin. Why is that? Are there opportunities for Phoenix to create more at the other end of the field so that the individual defensive flaws don't hurt quite as much, whether it's 4 minutes before the halftime break or whether it's late in the second half or even at the beginning of one of these games? Can Phoenix find a way to go and actually open up these leads to the point where they're creating consistent danger, that any individual defensive flaw or a set piece or an open play, a mistake building out of the back, where that doesn't derail a match? We're still waiting on that to come for Rising.
Just a smidge too tall for Saidi, who leapt up. Now flying in is Elliott to get that ball. Tries to chip it around Gomez. But Gomez gets wrapped up, stays on his feet. Flores, 3 minutes of stoppage time. Ball for Sacco, and a bit too long. The touch off the top of his leg, too strong. Can we play for in the last few minutes of this first half? 1-1 match. Baji with the opener, Saidi with the equalizer. As both these clubs in search of a much-needed 3 points. Monterey Bay trying to stay hot. Phoenix Rising trying to get back, going in the right direction.
We've seen Isan Sacco playing right winger tonight, drifting all the way over to this left side. Now he's slowly making his back to the right. We've seen a lot of the success for Rising come down that right side, targeting Amari Glasgow. That's the area that you'd like to see if you're Pamadou. Your team continue to try to attack. And Sacco continues to drift over to this near side, really leaving Glasgow off easy on that far side.
Baji takes the foul and wants to go quickly. Boy over for Biasi. So Baji starting to kind of slide around a little bit himself as well.
It's almost been too fluid for Phoenix, where you'd be better off returning to the things that started working for you at the beginning of this game. And even on the goal sequence as well, being direct in that gap between Farnsworth and Glasgow.
Avievu on the left wing. Avievu working on Leggett. Tries to put one through. Gomez comes flying in. Gomez towards the center. Takes a touch, and it took a deflection. It will be a corner kick. It was Baji there in the middle. Just not enough sauce on that one to get all the way to him to get a good strike in.
Well, it's good work in the first play from Gomez to get to that ball to keep the play alive. Phoenix are in a corner as a result.
First Carvana corner kick of the night for the hosts, and it comes in the final few moments of the first half. Sacco the man to take it. Got plenty of big bodies around the box. Gunnar, Boy, and Skiers. Sacco sends one in. Jackson comes flying out to punch it away. Skiers ended up on the ground. It will be a throw in to Phoenix Rising. Biasi will trot his way over. You have to imagine this will probably be the last bit of action in this first half. Biasi looking for the long throw. He will throw it in long. Sent away, and that will be the end of the first half.
Promising start from Phoenix as they look to overturn their 6-game winless run, but it's the defensive set-piece deficiencies that really level this game. Monterey Bay growing into the match the first half or on, establishing a little bit of control higher up the field. Really interesting stage now that's been set for the second half.
Baji scores the opener. Saidi equalizes. Pamuduka will make his way into the halftime locker room. 1-1. The Valley of the Sun and the nightcap in the USL Championship. Don't go anywhere. We got the Modelo halftime report when we come back.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on making the most craveable chicken finger meals, getting them right every time. That's why we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, salt every fry, squeeze every lemon, and brew every ounce. We do this inside every Raising Cane's, every day. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
You're looking at Carvana's newest and proudest customer. So proud that we're teaming up to create Shackvana.
We are? We are.
Shackvana will be 100% online so customers can shop from anywhere.
That's so Shackvana.
About time you caught up. On Shackvana.com, customers can shop tens of thousands of vehicles.
Love it.
And they'll get 7 days to love their ride or their money back. Visit Shackvana or Carvana and buy your car today.
When you choose Arizona Sports Medicine Center, you have access to one of the Valley's most advanced sports medicine and orthopedic care teams.
You're choosing a multidisciplinary team who are dedicated to providing the care you need.
That's why we offer advanced treatments, both surgical and non-surgical options, including robotic-assisted procedures.
If you suffer from chronic joint pain, a sports injury, or need rehab after surgery, we're here to help you get back to doing what you love to do.
Care is more than just treatment. It's a journey we take together.
There's a big deal going on at Whataburger, like the new Big Ranch Wrap, a crispy chicken strip, buttermilk ranch, cheese, and fresh veggies in a warm tortilla. Or go bigger with 5 premium Whata chicken bites. Or go bigger than big with our Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. with fresh 100% beef and melty cheese. Make it even bigger with fries and a drink for a little more. Now that's a big deal. The Whata deal, now at Whataburger. Download the app. Are you okay? You seem upset. Turns out you were right. Our car was breaking down and we did need a new one with a loan from America First Credit Union. Me saying there was no hurry and to wait was wrong. Hey, on the bright side, we got to meet Huey.
Get your money working with our low-rate auto loans. Now, with no payments for 90 days.
Billy, I need help with a clicker.
Yeah, one second, Grandma. This guy's gonna buy my car. Billy, you still there? Okay,
You need Carvana. What's your plate number?
Boss, M-O-V.
Vehicle features, no accidents, right?
No.
Good. Generating offer. Carvana can pick it up tomorrow.
That's an amazing offer. But do you still need help with the clicker?
I'll ask your sister.
Sell your car the easy way with Carvana.
When you trust your heart to Abrazo Health, you're choosing a team who have dedicated their lives helping to save yours.
You're choosing physicians, medical assistants, and providers who commit their lives to understanding every connection and hearing the whole person.
We are here for every heartbeat, from preventative diagnostic testing
to performing complex, life-saving heart surgeries.
We believe heart care is more than just treatment. It's a journey we take together.
Modelo halftime report. Phoenix Rising 1, Monterey Bay 1. As it is the nightcap in the USL Championship. A beautiful night, that is, on Dollar Beer Night here at 38th and Washington. And Rising fans, after cheering on your favorite team, there's no better place to refuel after the game than some hand-battered, cooked-to-order Raising Cane's chicken fingers. and a freshly squeezed lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. No Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers down there, sadly, Joe. You'll have to go elsewhere to get those, but getting the dollar beers, refueling, refreshing. You do the same at home. We'll be right back. Modelo Halftime rolls on.
Now and then, you need to stop and smell the roses. Or the leaves, rocks, trees, sticks, and that one tree again. This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
Ball played by Marcus Epps, and the header is in to give Lexington the lead. For goal and in! Welcome to Oakland!
¡Es espectacular! ¡Hay mucha fiesta, señor Martino! ¡Hay sed de revancha, doctor! ¡Pero falta gol! ¡Estamos a esperar a un gol! ¿Hugo Sánchez? Sí, tira para adelante. ¿Quién maneja? ¿Un futbolista? ¡Súbete! ¡Llegamos por fin! ¡Ay, bendito sea el chapar, doctor! Hugo, ¿regreso a las canchas? ¿Algún consejo?
Sí, confía y cree en ti.
¡Ey! ¡Pasa al norte!
A donde me dé la oportunidad, pero listo para dar el paso.
¡Listo, vámonos!
Sometimes the waves are calling your name. Other times, you think the waves are calling your name, but actually, it's the kids. This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
I truly give everything that I can for them.
It's like, all right, we're in this and we're gonna go for it.
Esto es la porra, this is who we are.
Everybody here doing the heartbeat, having everybody in the stadium do that was just chills.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kind of everything. This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
Are you okay? You seem upset. Turns out you were right. Our car was breaking down and we did need a new one with a loan from America First Credit Union. Me saying there was no hurry and to wait was wrong. Hey, on the bright side, we got to meet Huey.
Get your money working with our low-rate auto loans. Now, with no payments for 90 days.
The USL on CBS is presented by Best Western Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel partner of the United Soccer League.
It's the Modelo halftime report from 38th in Washington, 1-1 Phoenix Rising, Monterey Bay. As we continue on here at halftime, we're going to take a moment. We'll send it back to the studios, get a little bit of an update on what's going on around the USL.
It is halftime in the USL Championship. We'll get you back out to your match shortly. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with the headlines. Before the USL Cup group finales last weekend, Hartford Athletic hosted Orange County. Now, in that match, Hartford's Mitchie Galena assisted on this goal. That's his 30th career assist, putting him in rare company. Galena is the 9th member of the championship's 45-goal, 30-assist club. Hartford Athletic was one of 6 championship clubs to advance to the quarterfinals of the USL Cup. Louisville City led all teams with 12 goals scored in the group stage, and 2 Louisville players finished in the top 2, Jansen Wilson with 5, Chris Donovan with 3. And those USL Cup quarterfinals will take place on Wednesday, August 12th. Tampa Bay hosts Louisville City. Charlotte will host Hartford Athletic. Spokane welcomes Colorado Springs, and San Antonio will host Miami FC. Upcoming national spotlight games. Next Wednesday, Oakland Roots at Lexington SC on CBS Sportsnet and 2DN. Then next Saturday, Detroit City hosts Las Vegas Lights on ESPN2. San Antonio hosts Indy 11 on the 31st on CBS Sportsnet. This is the USL Halftime Update. Let's get you back out to your match.
Thanks, Dan. Here's what's going on around the championship tonight. Lots of sharing of points. 2-2, Brooklyn and Sporting Jacks. Loudoun United 1-1 against the hot Tampa Bay team. And then in the Western Conference, a big one for things going here tonight. A 2-1 Las Vegas Lights with a big victory over San Antonio. Trying to push themselves forward. Depending on what happens, things could end up if Phoenix fall tonight. They could be ending up in 12th in the West.
Yeah, that will be the case if Phoenix Rising drop all these points. Monterey Bay, as things stand below them in the table, that could change based on this second 45 minutes.
Well, don't go anywhere. We're going to continue on with halftime. The players are going to start rolling out here soon from the locker room. It's 1-1. Watching the Modelo halftime report.
When you choose Arizona Sports Medicine Center, you have access to one of the Valley's most advanced sports medicine and orthopedic care teams.
You're choosing a multidisciplinary team who are dedicated to providing the care you need.
That's why we offer advanced treatments, both surgical and non-surgical options, including robotic-assisted procedures.
If you suffer from chronic joint pain, a sports injury, or need rehab after surgery, we're here to help you get back to doing what you love to do.
Care is more than just treatment. It's a journey we take together.
You're looking at Carvana's newest and proudest customer. So proud that we're teaming up to create Shackvana.
We are? We are.
Shackvana will be 100% online so customers can shop from anywhere.
That's so Shackvana.
About time you caught up. On Shackvana.com, customers can shop tens of thousands of vehicles.
Love it.
And they'll get 7 days to love their ride or their money back. Visit Shackvana or Carvana and buy your car today.
When you trust your heart to Abrazo Health, you're choosing a team who have dedicated their lives helping to save yours.
You're choosing physicians, medical assistants, and providers who commit their lives to understanding every connection and hearing the whole person.
We are here for every heartbeat, from preventative diagnostic testing
to performing complex, life-saving heart surgeries.
We believe heart care is more than just treatment. It's a journey we take together.
Well, halftime report, Phoenix Rising, Monterey Bay. Killian McClatchy, Joe Lowry bringing this one to you here. Final few minutes as the teams are starting to funnel out of the tunnel as we get ready for this second half of action. Pamadouka has found his seat and patiently awaits the start of this second half. We're going to give you the first half highlights presented by Gila Rivers Resorts and Casinos. The first 5 minutes, it was the Isan Sako show. Just couldn't find the back of the net to show for it.
Everything but the finish from Isan Sako early. Even that strike from Abeabu nearly ends up in the back of Jacob Jackson's net. Phoenix, though, eventually did find the go-ahead goal through this ball that trickles past the Monterey Bay back line. Finds Don Baggi, and he makes no mistake with the finish.
Yeah, calm, cool, and collected from the MLS veteran. His first goal in a Rising kit. A lovely find from Jean-Eric Morceau. But fast forward, 42nd minute, a little bit of chaos in the box. We talked about it at the start. It was one of your keys, Lowry's lowdown. Anis Saidi, the Tunisian international, a youngster in on loan, buries one in the back of the net to equalize.
Yeah, it's a great bit of play from Monterey Bay, capitalizing on their size. They've been willing to go direct at times in this game, Monterey Bay. They've been willing, as you see, to cede some of the possession Phoenix's way, and happy to strike in those more bang-dang moments high up the field. Now, there are, I think, Monterey Bay growing into this game and are comfortable at times controlling play high up the field, but we see how dangerous they can be with their service into the 18.
And there are the first half stats, 6 shots to just 1 for Monterey Bay. Rising have certainly had more of the chances. It really came in the first 15-20 minutes, Joe. I'd say since then, Monterey Bay, they calmed themselves down, they settled in, and certainly looked like a team ready to try and make a little bit of action in the second half.
Yeah, I think that's true, and I'm really curious to see just how much Monterey Bay are going to be willing to push high up the field, knowing that they have the threat of Gunnar Studenhoft and Isan Sako in particular ready to go at them the other way. That's the balance you have to strike when you play this Phoenix team. How far do you push up the field? How compact do you want to be? There's not a lot of easy answers in this talented Rising side, despite some of their struggles over the last half dozen games.
A lot to play. 3 points. Monterey Bay looking for their first road win of the season. Rising looking for their 100th win at home in club history. We'll see what happens over the next 45 minutes as Rising start out with it. Sako crossed in and shinned down by Farnsworth, and it will be an early Carvana corner kick right out of the halftime break.
Well, that's the matchup that I really do think Phoenix Rising want to see in this second half. Just like they saw it to begin the first, Isan Sako going and driving at Amari Glasgow. Can he find opportunities to serve the ball into the box or to beat the outset back and drive in on his own?
Sako raises the right hand. Sako sends us in towards the back post, but it's not going to matter as there was some pushing and shoving inside the box as Jackson will go and collect it and reset things. We were talking about it, Joe, at that halftime break. A little surprised you were to see Isan Sako floating around as much as he was near the latter part of that first half.
Yeah, I think the more he can stay disciplined positionally and hang out on this near side, the more opportunities he's going to have. It's a more favorable defensive matchup for him on this side, allowing then Hope Aveyevu to drift in and maybe drag a defender with him on the opposite flank.
Farnsworth will get it back going. It's Ryuga Nakamura. He had a sharp first 45. Bit of a strong touch. Sako nearly jumped on that ball as Nakamura puts his left foot through it. Boy goes up, wins that header. Biasi sends it high, headed back towards Leggett, who leaps up right into the waiting forehead of Hope Aveyevu. Gunnar holds off, somehow wins the ball, goes down to the ground. Sako, if he stays on side, the flag is up, and it will not matter. Gunnar, and now a stoppage. This is back behind the play. Gunnar, we're going to have to see if it's going to be offside in ball to Monterey Bay or if it's going to be a free kick to Phoenix Rising.
And that's what this hubbub is about. Monterey Bay gesturing over to the near side. Hey, that flag is up. Let's get this show on the road, and Phoenix Rising wanting this to be brought back for the contact on Gunnar Studenhoft.
That's what it's looking like it's going to be. Head referee Katja Koroleva took out the spray. Here's another look. Studenhoft does a good job holding it and then goes down. Sako clearly offside. But it does look like it is going to be a free kick for the foul on Gunnar.
And it was a late bit of contact from Farnsworth there, who struggled to begin the second half. We saw the loose touch just a minute ago. Then there's the contact there on Studenhoft. It's been a difficult matchup for the Monterey Bay center back, dealing with Studenhoft all evening. Truly the USL Championship's most gifted athletic player. Some of the frustration mounting there for Monterey Bay.
Straight away, about 30 yards out. Does Sako go for goal here, Joe?
Knowing Isan Sako, the answer very well might be yes.
Sako, 9 goals this season, leads the club, trying to chase down in the Golden Boot race. The Frenchman steps up, right into the center of the wall. Now Morsu wants to try and follow a shot up and puts it right in to the Bandidos in that south end. Well, Joe, you were correct. Isan Sako did indeed go for goal.
You know, even a blind squirrel killing gets in that every once in a while.
I don't know. This is a man with international tastes. Spent time with the U.S. men's national team.
Now you're talking Isan Sako, then you might have been right.
Joe Lowry, Isan Sako. Both a flair for the dramatic. I think that's fair to say.
Some truth to that. Yes, there is.
Back in. Nadja. Ball goes up. Trying to play it quickly. Ball threaded through for Sako. Has to wait. Touch kind of weaved around. Sako, what a touch. Sako down to the end line. Tries to cross it. Isan Sako on this right side has been an absolute handful.
Yeah, unplayable is the word that comes to mind for me. I mean, every touch it seems like Isan Sako has against Omari Glasgow. We said that name, it feels like a dozen times so far on this broadcast, and for good reason. That's where Phoenix Rising and Isan Sako are finding the most joy, bar none.
Second corner kick of the second half for Rising. Majority of the action since we got back going in these first 5 minutes has been in the Monterey Bay third. Sako chips this one in towards the near post, headed right back out. Now will be another throw. Sako will get the ball back quickly.
And this is going to be a long throw, it looks like, from Luke Biasi. Something we've seen more from Phoenix Rising this year, started the tail end of last year. Some real opportunities can develop, if not on the first ball here, but on the second ball as it bounces around inside the box.
We got Skierce closest to Biasi. He's been the target on the first few that we've seen tonight. Biasi looking for Skierce, tries to flick it back on. Ball rolling around. Boy comes flying up. Ball goes out, and it will be a goal kick.
And that's exactly why you throw the ball into the box there. It's a nice percentage look from Phoenix. You're looking for the knock-on, Killian. You said it. JP Skierce with the flick at the near post off the throw from Biasi. Just a little bit of chaos is all you need. Potmar boy can't quite beat the goalkeeper there from close range.
Heads up down there. Our crew giving the thumbs up.
Let's go.
He's all right.
Everybody's getting touches tonight.
Occupational hazards, I think that's what they filed that under.
It is. You don't get to keep it either, unfortunately.
Biasi going to play this one all the way back for Rakowski, and as he does, I want to remind you, soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. All sent forward. Guinar has to chase it all the way back. Saidi, goal scorer, gets it off of his feet. Nakamura pressing forward, wants a run, ends it up, leaves it over for Glasgow. Glasgow on the edge of the 18, crossed in towards the center, and it's an own goal. JP Skierce just put it in the back of his own net.
Yeah, JP Skierce can't quite believe it. Heads straight to his hands, immediately being consoled by his teammates. It's just unfortunate there from the converted center back. Monterey Bay, stunningly, against the run of play, find themselves up 2-1 in the Valley of the Sun. You see the progression down this left side. Glasgow naturally right-footed, just chips the ball in with his left. And it ends up being JP Skierce that makes the contact. Runikovsky laying on the ground there as well. Looks up. Couldn't quite believe it.
I mean, Joe, that's just one. It almost feels like Skierce forgot where he was.
Yeah, the touch there is not at all what JP Skierce would have wanted. Someone that is excellent in the air. Really, really strong defensively and in the attacking phase. When it comes to heading the ball, really made a name for himself in USL League One in that way. Part of the reason why he's made such an intriguing center back option for Pamadou Ka, keeping someone like Adrian Palayo on the bench tonight. Skierce just did not sort out the angle there at all. And it feels, Killian, like all the life that had been building in this second half has been sucked out at 38 to Washington.
A long ball over the top for Sako, and it's going to be headed away. It will be a throw for Phoenix Rising as Glasgow takes a moment, knocks it away. So in a match that was level 1-1, and now the own goal from Skierce has flipped the match on its head for the hosts. And an animated Pamadou Ka for Jean-Eric Morceau, who scurries back to get in line for defense. Another long throw from Biasi. This one trying to flick it towards goal again. Headed around, still not out of danger, knocked away. And it's not going to matter as the flag is up.
Now Phoenix, Killian, find themselves in such an intriguing spot. Not at all where they would have wanted to be 10 minutes almost into this second half. The game is completely flipped, where now Phoenix are going to have to manufacture chances in a way that they really haven't all night tonight. It's not going to dramatically change how Phoenix go about their business, but mentally there is absolutely a change here for the hosts.
You have to wonder, the mentality change, you have to wonder, are there some personnel changes potentially coming sometime soon? As ball knocked around, Sako tries to get a foot in, can't win that ball. Nakamura ends up coming away with it as Nick Ross still a little slow to get back to his feet after some contact. Ball taken away and unable to keep it in on the near side is Biasi.
And you mentioned personnel changes. I do think Pamadouka will give this 11 a little more time. Really, everything had been going their way in the second half. They'd had the chances. They've been threatening Monterey Bay really with just that one box entry, and it changes the game.
Good lead. Flores comes flying in. Flores, low shot. Ball nearly snuck through the arms of Jacob Jackson, and he wrapped himself around that one tight. A strong skidding shot along the turf. And Jackson had to hold on for dear life. Ends up making that big time save, and Glasgow now back the other way. Glasgow trying to get around. A little touch from Naja, and Boy ends up knocking it away. It'll be a throw.
This is good for Monterey Bay. They want to have a chance to breathe a little bit on the ball. Get Sebastian Leggett some touches, move it around in the final third. That's sloppy there from the visitors.
Gomez takes that ball away. Chips it forward for Sacco. Sacco working his way forward. Got a lot of space in front of him. Sacco, one-on-one step over. Sacco, right-footed shot deflected down. Then Sacco will watch this one trickle out for a corner.
It's been the lightning rod all night for Phoenix Rising. Isan Sacco, good speed and endurance to get out there on the break yet again. Create something for Rising.
Another corner kick for Sacco. As he's trying to set up Gunnar and Boy, the two big bodies right around Jackson. This one sent towards the middle. Gunnar tries to get his head to it, unable to get there. Glasgow first to it, clears it away. Orsu goes up, loses his feet. Now Saidi. He's going to wait for reinforcements. Saidi tries to cross in. Leggett. Leggett too strong, crossed, and it is out for a goal kick.
Looks like Danny Flores is dealing with something here. He's just gone down right next to Patrick Rakowski, immediately gesturing that there's going to need to be a change made. Flores, so frustrated. Spent so much the last calendar year sidelined with injury. And you're seeing that story yet again.
And trying to stretch him out. You hope it's just cramping as Rakowski trying to help out his defender. You have to imagine this is probably going to force the first substitution of the night, as it does look like Colin Smith is ready to come on.
And Killian, depending on the severity here, it's yet another blow for Phoenix. What started out as a really promising half now has featured that own goal and a distraught Danny Flores.
And Flores clearly torn up about this one.
Yeah, his night is done, exiting on this near side.
Yeah, you have to hope that even just for Danny Flores' sake, it's simply just some cramping as he'll make his way off the pitch. So a couple substitutions coming. It will be Colin Smith. He is going to be the change for Flores. And we will get to see the rising debut of the newest signing, Conrad Ambersley, as the young Englishman will come in as well. Kelvin Arase will be the third man.
Some real attacking reinforcements here. Of course, Smith coming in. He'll play in his natural right back spot, shifting Luke Biasi over to the side of his non-dominant foot, but a left back role that we've seen plenty throughout the season. And then two wingers coming on, and Kelvin Arase, someone who's been a part of this Phoenix Rising team now for some time, but still hasn't had a lot of opportunity on the field due to his own injury issues. And Ambersley, Killian, you just mentioned him, the 19-year-old. Really a player that Phoenix Rising are quite excited about. Coventry City's U21's top scorer this past season. Coventry City just getting promoted now from the English Championship to the Premier League over in England. This is a player in Ambersley who's trained with that team under Frank Lampard, someone who did more than just make up the numbers in those training sessions. Really produced as a young player in the lower levels in the youth ranks in England. Somebody that Phoenix Rising can bring a lot of dribbling threat and some end product as well, even at just 19 years old.
So those are the three changes. Arase for Gunnar, Ambersley for Avayevu, and Smith for Flores. One change made for the visitors. It's Fidel Barajas. The man coming on for Monterey Bay.
And Barajas is no slouch. Maybe the most high-profile player in this entire game in terms of his name recognition at this point in the North American soccer sphere. Broke out with the Charleston Battery, just 16 years old, had a really productive season there. Ends up getting the move to Real Salt Lake in Major League Soccer, then moves from multi-millions over to Chivas and Liga MX. Has bounced around though since and hasn't really found his footing consistently. And now Monterey Bay, a youth-focused team that want to, like Phoenix, be bringing young players in to develop them and move them on. Added Barajas on loan earlier on this week, now making his debut from Monterey Bay.
So a couple debuts, one for each side. Barajas, the youngster for Monterey Bay, and Ambersley for Phoenix Rising. An opportunity now. Elliott behind, he's going to cut. Ball at the edge of the box. Still, and now centered. Nakamura put towards the center. Saidi, left-footed shot, and Saidi can't put it on target. He was looking for his brace.
It took Fidel Barajas all of no time to get involved. They're immediately getting on the ball in that right half space and playing it in behind to Elliott. That's the quality that he brings. He's going to give this Monterey Bay team a completely different dynamic on that far side.
Baji twirling around, now fighting with Farnsworth, who ends up winning that one. Nakamura plays it away. Now Glasgow. All the way over for Elliott. And fans, if you can't watch the match, be sure you turn on Sirius XM FC 157. It's North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on the Sirius XM app and Sirius XM FC 157. Chipped away. Give you a little bit about Conrad Ambersley, you mentioned. Youngster from West London, England. Came up in the Coventry City Academy. Saw some time with U18, U21 sides for Coventry City. It's Baji. Good bit of play. 1-2. Now Sacco. Sacco over for Ambersley. Ambersley has to chase this one down. Ambersley on the wing. 1-1 with Glasgow as Ambersley is up, not able to get a cross in, but it will be a corner.
You like to see that aggression right away from Ambersley. Maybe gets his initial pursuit angle a little bit wrong there to allow the ball to run even further, make him extend further away from the goal mouth. Still to see the willingness to go right away at Omari Glasgow. It's exactly what this Rising group wants.
Another Carvana corner kick for Phoenix Rising. Sacco raises the left hand. Rising trailing a goal now after the Skierson goal. And now, conversation will be had. Looks like Colin Smith. Looks like JP Skierson being called to the principal's office. Skierson Elliott. Looks like the two. Sacco. This one sent towards the middle of the box. Knocked around. Had a chance, and it's back out. It'll be another corner.
And Jacob Jackson thought that ball was coming in for a goal kick. Then it had extended off of a Rising player. Ball doesn't go his way.
Sacco ready again. Just over an hour played in Phoenix. This one towards the back post. Skierson on the ground. Looks like he got bowled over. Arms were extended. They're going to try and recycle it again. That one headed back towards goal. It wasn't going to matter as the flag was up on the far side. Baji with the opener, half an hour in. Saidi equalized at 41. And then JP Skiers with the own goal in the 52nd minute. As it stands currently, Monterey Bay half an hour from finding their first win on the road this season. Pascal back for Nadja. Ross into the center. Leggett. Hold over for Elliott. Elliott wants to go at goal and turning and blocking that one down as Skiers. Baji hustles over to try and win the ball, and it will be out, throw into Phoenix.
Yeah, Baji has been sharp tonight, Killian, with his hold-up play especially. Using that frame. His veteran experience, knowing how to use the center of gravity as well against these center backs. It's been Gordon or Farnsworth. Really nice play from one of the newer additions to this rising side.
Kowski wants the ball back, and he will get it. He takes a moment. Rising fans, you can bring your family out to a Rising game. That chance cleared away. Bring your family out to a Rising game for an affordable price with a family value pack starting at just $25. Receive a hot dog, drink, and a bag of chips with each ticket purchased. You can buy them today at phxrisingfc.com. Chipped forward. Rakowski having to sprint off of his line, slides in and scoops it up quickly.
A couple of those little moments tonight where Rakowski's looked unsure coming off his line. That one doesn't come back to bite him.
More soup put over for Smith. Fresh into the game to Ambersley, making his debut. Ambersley pushes forward. He's got Smith to his right. Ambersley, right-footed shot. Just getting a hand to it was Jackson. And Ambersley. It didn't seem like all that dangerous attack until it left his right foot.
Yeah, and I think that's a little bit of the change of pace that the youngster's going to be bringing to this Rising side. I think about Damian Rivera maybe as being the best example of that for Phoenix. Someone who can completely turn the game in just a blink of an eye. Joe Margarita was that way, and then Phoenix Rising move him on to Belgium. And now we're getting a little bit more of that with Ambersley, especially with Rivera on the injury report.
Sacco sent towards the center. Jackson comes out and punches it away. As now Jackson's on the ground. As he looks like he took a bit of a knock, and that will surely go over well with the supporter section in that south end.
Right in front of the south end, Killian. You're absolutely right about that. I do think Phoenix will be pleased with what they've seen now in the first few minutes of Conrad Ambersley. His ability to change the game, to be dynamic 1v1 on the dribble. That's not a skill that a lot of these Phoenix Rising players have in the current squad. Rivera can do a lot of that as you see the contact there.
It looks like Jackson ran into his own man, if any of the contact was there.
Yeah, rubbing that left arm. Maybe an opportunity to just get back and control this game a little bit. Some savvy play. Certainly wish Jacob Jackson nothing but the best.
We're talking about Ambersley. Moduka tonight coming in to the grounds and asked him a little bit about him, and he said he reminds me a lot of Joe Margarita, Jarius Johnson. He wants to be a little bit more direct, but he's got a little bit of that flair as well. And he wants to be out there. The youngster, he's been with the team for the last few weeks in training. The signing officially goes through, and they've been really excited to get him out on the pitch in some actual minutes.
Well, it's huge, too, for Phoenix, given the injuries they've had and also the movement they've had in the wide areas. Darius Johnson moving to the San Jose Earthquakes midseason. Phoenix Rising doing a very good bit of business on the recruiting front, and then also the movement front, allowing him to go and find that next move. Think about the injury to Rivera that I mentioned. It's a crucial time for them to bolster the wide areas a little bit, for them to be getting Kelvin Arase back from injury just to this point in the season where they can make a real push, and to get Ambersley in as well. It's a position that's been a sore need for Phoenix.
And you get healthy Dambaji back. You have Isan Sacco, who can play just about anywhere in the attack. A lot of options as we get close. Final 15 or so matches. There's still a lot of soccer to be left, but as you say that, you watch and the matches continue to tick away.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be, I think, a crucial next month for Phoenix, almost regardless of what the result is tonight, though every result, especially now this time of year, matters greatly for this team. When you get something close to a full group, really what does this team look like on the field? Well, we're going to find out in the next 4 or 5 games or so.
Ambersley dragged his man all the way across. Looks like it's Barajas who's following him right now, trying to get it back. Barajas steps in, gets a touch, and sends it away. Jackson will just boot it all the way back. Rakowski will be the man to meet it. Boyd trying to play one over the top. Was looking for Baji. There was nothing there. Jackson sets it down. Long run. Boyd's going to go up, head it right up into the air. And now he'll just send it back. As he was keeping Saidi from having a chance. Kelly McClatchy, Joe Lowry, thanks for spending some of your night with us here on the CBS Sports Galazzo Network. Championship nightcap, 3 points on the line. Monterey Bay for their first road win of the season. Phoenix Rising at 99 home victories for a club. As Boyd goes up, loses his footing just a little bit. Odd deflection, Ambersley unable to meet it there. That ball almost got all the way up to us, Joe.
And my hand's ready and everything.
I'll be honest with you.
Getaway plan.
In the 2.5 years, I think that might be the closest ball we've ever gotten.
It's never quite as close as you want it to be.
That's also true. Ball played back, some contact. Baji somersaults back to his feet and sprints back to try to get in defense. Leggett, lovely little touch, and that's going to be a foul. Coming back away, and Don Baji doesn't want to turn around, but card's still going to count even if he doesn't.
You see just a bit of class there from Sebastian Leggett. The close control, the ability to change directions. Really, really good work on the near side from the playmaker for this Monterey Bay outfit.
That was the captain, Boyd. Correction, who picked up that yellow card, is Rising readying their next substitute. We'll see if it's going to come now or if they'll wait to the next stoppage. Looks like they're going to wait a few moments as Charlie Dennis was ready to come on the pitch. They'll wait a few moments longer. Rakowski towards the middle, Gomez. He's back for Biasi, now Gomez again. Sacco, we talked about it. We saw in the first half, the opening 10 or so minutes, he was so dominant on the right side. They moved Ambersley now here, and Sacco's starting to drift a little bit, as Sacco will find it on this right side. Glasgow hustles back. Sacco hesitates. Ambersley 1-2 play. Sacco slides after it, can't get to it first. And now here comes flying in is Ambersley, and it will be a throw to Monterey Bay. And now the change can come. And it will be the goal scorer, Don Baji, who will make way for Charlie Dennis.
Dennis, a different profile, certainly from Baji, not a 9, but we have seen him in central areas at times for Phoenix. I imagine this is going to look like Isan Sacco shifting fully into that front and center attacking role, that striker spot. Dennis joining him underneath, almost at the tip of the midfield, with Arase then all the way on the left and Ambersley on the right, like we've been seeing.
Ball headed high into the air. As Smith, good touch, Ambersley. Ambersley trying to find Smith. Smith stopped his run too soon. And now Saidi, a little elbow into the back of Boyd.
I will say, Killian, how many strikers of any age have we seen come in and go physically nearly toe-to-toe with Potmar Boys? We get some afters here, a little kick away there. Really, we don't see that in the USL Championship. And Saidi just turned 18. Last month turned 18. Really promising young striker prospect in the American soccer landscape. I've been really, really enjoying what he's brought tonight.
Ball played all the way through. Sacco is the only man up there. As now Jackson will scoop it up. Sacco right at his heels. Saidi was one of those players you were really excited to see coming into town tonight. Tunisian international, lots of eyes on the youngster. As Boy will take a shove from Saidi. Boy has some words for the youngster as he calmly walks away.
Yeah, unbothered there on Saidi, huh?
It is interesting. Pop Marble, you did mention it's hard to find somebody as physically gifted as Pop Marboy, and he's certainly had his hands full tonight.
Yeah, he has. I think in large part he's done quite well. The goal for Saidi coming on a dead ball, and it's not an open play breakdown by any means. But in this second half, Saidi's been a useful outlet for this team, giving them just a little bit of opportunity to put their foot on the ball, take some of the sting out of the game for Rising, who need to find themselves some territory here in the final third. Seen some nice bits of combination play from Arase and Sacco and Ambersley. Needs to be a little more consistent here.
Smith for Sacco. Arase came flying in, the ball just unable to get to his foot. Haji lets that one go. Saidi played back. 1-2, chipped over the top, foot race between Glasgow and Boy. Boy, little shove, ends up winning that one and just clears it away. Glasgow will take a moment. Go collect that ball and remind you the USL Championship and League One are on the CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Jet and Glasgow, hands in the air, looking at one another. Miscommunication of some sort as Rising go back. 15 to go in the 90. Rising still looking for a goal. Trying to equalize after the own goal, the difference off the head of J.P. Skierce. Nakamura in the middle, and he'll play it back. You have to imagine Monterey Bay is very content with, you kind of look up at the clock, you go, you know what, maybe let's take a beat or two, slow it down.
Yeah, managing this game I think is going to be the key for Alex Covello's side. But they also do have that little bit of quality. I think about Barajas in particular. Haven't seen maybe quite as much of him after his initial introduction. But he is able to do things on the ball that I think nobody else really on this field can. They can get him involved and extend this lead. It's going to be really, really important here.
Elliott pressing forward, working on Skierce. Elliott gives one off. Leggett crossed in. Naji towards the back post, and Boy clears it away. It might not have been on goal, but Boy did the safe thing and got rid of it.
Well, there's that danger on the far side from Fidel Barras, right on cue. Getting himself involved high up the field. Virtually every touch, every pass has been perfectly weighted for the youngster.
Ball finds Ambersley. He's got Smith in front of him. Ambersley, a little fancy with the footwork, trying to send one towards the center. Nothing there. Gomez knocked up. Ambersley hesitates. Ambersley, left-footed shot, knocked away. Jackson had to punch it. Cleared out Arase. Arase weaving his way through the legs of a couple defenders, even the referee. Arase, right-footed shot, Kelvin Arase! It's level at
2. Killian, we talked earlier tonight about Phoenix Rising having the options off the bench to give themselves a chance to change the game, and that's exactly what's happened. Kelvin Arase returning from injury. Starts the evening next to Pamadouka on the subs bench. Comes into play in this second half. And you see the strike there through traffic. Jacob Jackson not expecting that ball to trickle towards the near post. But it's a well-placed strike from Arase. The impact player off the bench, and Phoenix Rising are back in this game.
It's Arase's second goal on the year. A much-needed second goal. And at the 79th minute, Rising has it back level. And that is another Phoenix Rising goal, and it's another goal for good. Another $100 being donated by America First Credit Union to a local charity.
And it's hard to overstate, Killian, just how huge that moment is. For Phoenix Rising, a team that's feeling a little bit of the pressure to climb back into contention in the Western Conference. When that scores 2-1, Phoenix Rising is en route to ending this game at the bottom of the West.
Another chance maybe. Ambersley wants to try and send this one in, and Farnsworth gets a foot in and sends it right back away.
It's been a difficult stretch for Rising with a half dozen games without a win in that stretch. Now we're seeing them with more bodies available off the bench with some of the new additions as well. This team has some life.
Ambersley, 2 men in front of him, will give it back to Charlie Dennis. Boy, right back for Dennis. Dennis, that left foot, wants to try and get a left-footed shot. He does get it knocked away. Ambersley was a bit too far as Glasgow sends it out. Saidi trying to weave his way through a number of black kits and eventually gets it off of his feet. Arase, poor pass. Arase intercepts. Arase moving forward. Arase gets around one defender. Arase, contact down to the box. There's bodies sprawled out towards the 6, and it's going to be a corner.
That straight line quickness from Kelvin Arase, proving extremely impactful for Phoenix Rising. He's been a spark on that left side.
You can feel the tension rising with Monterey Bay scrambling over the last few minutes since they found the equalizer.
Charlie Dennis on set pieces as well. Killian gives this team a different dimension.
Skeers, boy, Pelayo. This one sent towards Pelayo! Nearly had the lead.
Pelayo fresh into the game, eager to make an impact. You see him sprinting back to get into position defensively. I mean, how good is that ball from Charlie Dennis? Just gives Phoenix something different that they don't get with Isan Sako on those deliveries. Sako brings power there, but the finesse and accuracy from Dennis is on a different level. One of the best dead ball merchants in the entire USL.
Pelayo fresh into the match as well. Get the feeling there might still be one more in this match somewhere, as Smith, a foul, little push behind, and they're back going. Nakamura swing it to the near side. Glasgow touches it down. Morsu picks him up. All sent towards the center. Saidi and Pelayo does well to step up and clear it away. Touchdown sent towards the center. Saidi. Garcia on the right side. Long run for Barajas. And a youngster able to get to it. And it's out. It's not going to matter. Arizonans, you have options on how to manage your bill. You can find rate plan information and programs like budget billing and much more at aps.com/let's talk.
One change as well after Phoenix Rising found that equalizer. Luke Piassi comes off. He'd moved already from right back to left back to cover for Flores after his injury. And now we see Colin Smith, who's now made the exact same move from right back to left back. And it's Jean-Eric Morsu in defense. We see him in midfield now in possession. In defense, he's been drifting over to this near side to make up the numbers. Not a traditional fullback by any means. That'll be interesting to watch.
Gomez over for Arase. Arase, the man with the equalizer a few minutes ago. Arase, lots of space. Dennis settles it down. Ambersley, step over. Trying to get to his left. Ambersley, left-footed shot. And sends it well wide. Gotta like what you've seen from Conrad Ambersley in his debut. Not afraid to take some chances.
No lack of ambition from the youngster. It's promising.
Press activated. That one right to the chest of Ambersley. Right back to it. Ambersley. Low cross deflected. It's an own goal. Phoenix Rising had one. And now Monterey Bay does. And Conrad Ambersley helps create the go-ahead goal in the 84th.
And you see there Nakamura frustrated as this ball comes in from Ambersley. The sliding effort from the defensive midfielder sends the ball into the back of Jacob Jackson's net. A familiar feeling for Phoenix Rising. They just went through this earlier in the half. as JP Skiers had an own goal of his own. Own goal very popular tonight. Conrad Ambersley might be as well, and it's 3-2 to the hosts.
The youngster in his debut. It's not going to count on the stat sheet, but a huge moment for Conrad Ambersley and what might be the difference in 3 points for the hosts. Nadja, little back heel flick for Glasgow, nicely done there. Ross. Nadja. Now Leggett. He has Ambersley right on his back. Now Nakamura. One touch. Leggett couldn't get it back to him. He was making a run. Glasgow. Sent over to the right side. Garcia. Now Barajas. Barajas back to Garcia. Fresh into the match. Garcia crossed in. Nadja back heel flick. And knocked away. It was Boyd in the right spot. Now Arase. Head down, chugging forward. Arase played over for Sacco. And Rising potentially find another. Sacco raising the right arm, saying, let's get forward. Morsu comes up. Morsu wants a long look. Morsu! Jackson, a deep breath. He had to sprawl out and with the right hand push it away.
That's a thunderous strike from Jean-Eric Morsu. We know he likes to unload from outside the box. Hasn't had the highest success rate on those efforts. But that ball rose after it left the right foot of the midfielder, turned right back. Jackson called into action yet again.
A great strike. A better save from Jackson, but the danger is not out yet. Another corner kick. The last one off the left foot of Dennis was just wide off the head of Pelayo. This one towards the near post, Saidi. Off of his forehead and cleared back out. It's going to be back for Dennis. Dennis hesitates. Dennis crosses this one to the right. Boy, too tall. Two subs going to come on. It's going to be Belmar Joseph Jr. as well as Stuart Ritchie. Belmar will come in, the Haitian. Came over from Switzerland. Nadja will exit. He's been sharp the last 20 or so minutes. Stuart Ritchie will come in for him, get some fresh legs.
Yeah, it's a like-for-like change with Belmar coming into the middle. For Nick Ross, rangier player Belmar. Maybe a little less polished on the ball, but then you look on this near side. Stuart Ritchie coming in. He'll be the left back now for Alex Covello's side as Amari Glasgow pushes forward into that left winger role, a role that is maybe more natural for him in the first place.
Morsu will go up. Ambersley gets a foot to it. And now a shove away. Skierson was the one who went down. And Dennis, there was some pushing and shoving as Charlie Dennis takes it quickly and just sends it out of the crowd. Colin Smith will go get it. Approaching the 90th.
And as Charlie Dennis took that free kick quickly, a little bit of frustration on the face of JP Skiers, wondering, hey, why didn't we allow ourselves to be collected, to go and move the ball around after we set up our structure? Phoenix Rising have to be careful seeing out this game, have to make smart decisions.
Dennis goes to ground, he takes a foul, and it'll be another free kick.
Yeah, now you see JP Skiers on the right of your screen say, hey, calm down. Let's settle, let's collect ourselves, and then play.
And it's been moments like this, Joe. This has been the trouble for really the Pamudukai era, has been closing out matches like this. It's been back and forth. It's been a seesaw roller coaster of emotions. Can this Phoenix side calmly see out these last few minutes?
Right, and there's real quality coming at them the other way. Fidel Barras and Glasgow, two tricky wide attackers, guys both with MLS pedigree. Sebastian Lletget as the number 10, certainly a player that has lots of experience at a high level. Saidi with the threat he's posed in this game. Job is not yet done for Rising.
Boy will head it down, Morsu. Wait to see what goes up on the board. Expecting a decent amount of stoppage time. Hearing word from the fourth official, it will be 5 minutes going up on the board. Well, not enough behind the pass as Morsu. Ambersley. Good turn, Ambersley. Weaving his way through space. Ambersley leaves it off. Here comes Morsu. Morsu with an opportunity to end it. Morsu stops. Ball still settling down right at the penalty spot and cleared away. It was the chance to put the bow on the night, and it's not done yet.
Yet another look for Phoenix Rising. So many of those in the box have gone wanting. But you can see the quality that's starting to emerge from this group. Ambersley yet again getting involved, and we've got a red card.
That was a straight red card. I'm not sure. It looks like it's for somebody on the bench. And it looks like it's Pamuduka. Yep, it's Pamuduka who is just sent straight off. Wow.
Plenty of animation over on this Phoenix bench, and Pamuduka trying to hype up the crowd on the way out. Trying to leave his input on this game. Getting down to the south end, taking his time.
He's going to take his sweet time walking along that south end. His high fives. Not sure what he said, but it's enough to cause his night to end early.
Yeah, and it looks like maybe the fourth official had picked up on something from this near side from the Phoenix bench. The referee then comes over, no hesitation, pulls that red card out. Phoenix Rising find themselves without a manager. They've got to be straddling the right side, though, Killian, of this line between intensity and chaos. Phoenix, the team ahead, they don't need to go and overextend. Got to keep their heads here.
Pamuduka still has some words as he's made his way finally to the tunnel. Glasgow touches it away. Morsu wins that ball nicely. Morsu, Sacco trying to make a run. Has to hold up. Morsu takes contact. There's a foul. And it's going to be right to the pocket as the entire Phoenix bench popped up. It's going to be Belmar who picks up that yellow card.
Killian, there's been something about these games. At 38th and Washington, you had the 4-3 matchup between the Oakland Roots and Phoenix Rising. Last time at home for Phoenix. Now a 3-2 affair. Feistiness at the end of the Oakland game. Feistiness now. Cards have been flying here in the Valley of the Sun.
So Morsu getting tended to. Morsu will get on his feet. Still taking their time to sort out. Morsu looks like he's ready to go. Sacco patiently awaiting set piece. Plenty of time ticked off there. I have to imagine there might be a little bit extra after that stoppage. Chip forward, Dennis. Dennis tries to settle it down. Now Charlie Dennis goes down, no foul. They'll continue on. Nakamura comes in behind. Skierce just boots it through the back. Belmar in the middle. 1 goal advantage. It's the own goal off the foot of Nakamura. 2 own goals, 1 on each side. Chance in, Ritchie. Ritchie in on goal. Ritchie, left-footed shot. Knocked away. Not sure if it was Pelayo or if it was Rakowski who actually made the save, but not done yet. This one sent all the way and too tall.
And that looked like Patrick Rakowski standing tall at that near post. Phoenix still are going to have a few extra minutes, you'd have to imagine, in stoppage time. Again, that 5 is just the minimum here. Had the Pamadou Ka red card, had the Jean-Eric Morceau foul. It took some time to regroup after that. You would have to imagine at minimum there's going to be another couple of minutes added on here on top of the 5. Still some life here for Monterey Bay.
Monterey Bay 0-5-2, still seeking their first road win. A victory might not be in the cards, but they can still salvage a point if they can find the back of the net. Rising a few minutes away from their 100th home victory in the club's history. And a big one to snap a tough run of 4. Barajas will take it, cut towards the middle. This one sent through, chipped ahead looking for Saidi, and now Rakowski will take a few touches, and he'll scoop it up. Played 6. Rakowski, deep boot. Blocked up, it'll go right into the hands of Jackson, who will quickly throw it. Ritchie for Glasgow. Strong touch. Ambersley comes in, wins the ball, and now Ambersley tries to chip it off. Who was it last off? And Ambersley was the last to touch. Throw in Monterey Bay. Gotta get going. Farnsworth looking for Barajas as Smith just heads it high. Arce runs past it. Garcia now back for Barajas, trying to get his way around Gomez. The youngster elects, sends it out towards the middle. Leggett. Now Ritchie settles it down. Ritchie readying the cross. Ritchie towards the back post. That one headed away by Smith. Arce clears it away. Jackson coming all the way out. Still time to be played. 7 minutes passed. Now some contact. It'll be a throw into Phoenix. No foul. And the fans, everybody looking at their watches. Boyd boots that one. Sacco tied to the hip of Belmar. Nakamura over for Ritchie. Might be the last chance for Monterey Bay to find the equalizer. Ritchie sent towards the center, chested down Saidi. Leggett into the air, contact in the box. Boyd just clears it away. We play on.
Monterey Bay continuing to knock here. They know that this game is almost over. It's kitchen sink time.
Barajas. A few touches. Barajas looking to try and get it through. Ambersley sticks a foot in. Nothing there. And that is the final whistle. 98 minutes it took. 5 goals between the two. Conrad Ambersley in his debut helps Phoenix to 3 points. Their 100th victory at home in the club's history. And a big moment for the Phoenix faithful.
Hard fought, to say the least. A standing ovation here at 38th and Washington. No shortage of players down on the ground after this result, trying to collect themselves, get the energy to see out the post-game celebration. Phoenix rising, the better team certainly against Monterey Bay. And in a very tight Western Conference race, they now find themselves above the playoff line. When they were losing in this game, they were bottom of the West. Now, to tell you how tight it is, they're sitting 7th in the Western Conference as we speak right now. Plenty of chopping and changing to be done between now and the end of the year. But if you're Phoenix rising, despite the chaos, despite the last-minute drama, there's a lot of reasons to feel good about this performance, like it is something to build on for the rest of this season.
3 points, snaps a 4-match winless run in league play. A 3-2 final in an exciting one to wrap up Week 20 in the championship. Don't go anywhere. We're at the Modelo post-match report coming your way.
There's a big deal going on at Whataburger. Like the new Big Ranch Wrap, a crispy chicken strip, buttermilk ranch, cheese, and fresh veggies in a warm tortilla. Or go bigger with 5 premium Whata chicken bites. Or go bigger than big with our Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. with fresh 100% beef and melty cheese. Make it even bigger with fries and a drink for a little more. Now that's a big deal. The Whata deal, now at What a Burger. Download the app.
Billy, I need help with the clicker.
Yeah, one second, Grandma. This guy's gonna buy my car.
Billy, you still there? Okay, you need Carvana. What's your plate number?
Boss, M-O-V.
Vehicle features, no accidents, right?
No.
Good. Generating offer. Carvana can pick it up tomorrow.
That's an amazing offer. But do you still need help with the clicker?
I'll ask your sister.
Sell your car the easy way with Carvana.
Her team might be losing, but she's feeling like a winner. In fact, she's feeling so good. People are asking,
what's her deal?
What's her deal? She went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each. And 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones. Get that more for your money feeling. Only at Metro.
Good night, y'all.
Back in Modelo, post-match report, 3-2 Phoenix Rising at full time. An exciting way to pick up win number 100 at home in club history for Phoenix Rising. A big 3 points pushes them back above the playoff line. This match had a little bit of everything, right, Joe?
Really did. We checked basically every box out here in the Valley of the Sun. Phoenix, so I think with an encouraging performance. Yes, there are difficult moments, some individual flaws still for Phoenix Rising. But I think the attack showed some real spark tonight, Kelly. Not just the first group, but there were some nice moments. Isan Sako, especially Don Baji getting the goal, but also the subs. Kelvin Arase.
Not sure if Jackson saw it, a little bit of a screen, but sneaks in the bottom corner.
That's a great strike from Kelvin Arase, the winger coming off the bench, making a real impact on that left side. The chemistry between that attacking group off the bench was really sharp tonight.
And then the debutant, Conrad Ambersley, the youngster, the Englishman, takes it, right foot, crosses it in. The second own goal, this one off the foot of Ryuga Nakamura. He can't believe it. Hands in heads. And that is the difference in this one tonight between Phoenix Rising and Monterey Bay. 3-2. And you look at it, and we said the attacking quality was there for Phoenix. They had the chances. There could have been a lot more goals on both sides tonight.
Yeah, I think so. I do think, though, if you're Phoenix, you feel like you played the better game. You feel like you created the lion's share of the moments. Certainly an open play. But then you think about the set-piece danger also provided from Charlie Dennis. A well-rounded, imperfect, but well-rounded attacking display from a Rising side that has not consistently threatened high up the field. Thank you for Pamadou Ka. Now this coaching staff, as they prepare for a week without him, you're really pleased with how this squad is shaping up as we head in deeper into the summer.
And the second half of this championship season, it was a big victory for Phoenix Rising as they continue to try and push towards the playoffs. They're in 7th now on 20 points. Monterey Bay remains down at the bottom of the Western Conference with just 15 points. These two teams will get ready. We'll be back here next week on the broadcast. Hartford Athletic, a little East Coast team coming to town. Monterey Bay, they will face Orange County SC, the top team in the West. Well, for our entire crew here, a big thank you to them for helping us put this thing on. For my partner, Joe Lowry. Joe, it's great to have you back. We got a lot of fun ahead of us the rest of this season. The final score from tonight, Phoenix Rising 3, Monterey Bay 2. You've been watching this presentation of the USL Championship. My name's Killian McClatchy. Thank you, and have a good rest of your Saturday evening.
This
copyrighted telecasts of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.